Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'd like to share with you how to trim or prune a Venus flytrap. Here in this table, we have a pot with a relatively young Venus flytrap. We actually have 3 of them. They're about 2 to 3 years old. Last year they reached maturity. They actually produced some flowers during the spring. And as you can observe within the plant, we notice a couple of black leaves. We have one right here, one there, a few that are starting to turn black. Generally, the leaves of Venus flytraps are green, like all the rest of them. But as they grow old, or sometimes as they have already trapped several bugs and they have opened and closed multiple times, they start to wither. When they wither, they turn into this dark black color, and the withering extends from the edges of the leaves all the way to the bottom. Once the leaf has completely withered, there's no use for it anymore, so it is perfectly normal and it is okay to trim your plant. So today I'll teach you how to do it. Let's start by trimming this leaf right here. So carefully, I like to pull them aside. I use a sharp scissor, and then I get as close to the bottom as I can without harming the plant, and then I chop them off. In this case it was a little bit difficult, but this is what I take out. You see, it's a completely black leaf from a Venus flytrap. We have a couple more right here in the plant. We have this one that has withered halfway. If you want, you can cut off that part. I usually prefer to let them wither completely, because all the green areas of the leaf help in the photosynthesis process, and that is a crucial process for the plant to produce their own food. So in this case I'll let it be, but if you wanted to cut them off, maybe because you're running out of space for the plant, then you can definitely do so. Usually when the withering starts, it starts taking over the edges of the leaf and it extends throughout. Like I said, you just have to be patient and wait until it has completely blackened, and then you chop it off. A good advice for you during trimming is to never get the leaf and pull it out. All the leaves come from a center bulb, that in this case is right here. So if you pull a leaf out, actually the leaves are very attached to the bulb. So you can actually pull half of the bulb, damage the root, or maybe even kill the plant. So always use a pair of scissors to be able to trim your plant. A couple of benefits for trimming your plant. First, aesthetics. Most people don't actually know that when leaves wither in a Venus flytrap, they turn black, and when they look at them, they actually think maybe the Venus flytrap is sick, but it is a completely normal process. So if you cut them off, your plant will look clean and exhibit all these bright green and red colors that we observe right here. Also, it is useful to remove the foliage to avoid any type of pests. In the wild, there's actually a lot of more bacteria and microorganisms in the soil that help decompose the leaves. But here in a simple pot in your home, it will take months or even years to be able to decompose a single black leaf. So I usually recommend removing them from an aesthetics perspective, and also to avoid any type of pests. Also, it is useful to remove the foliage to avoid any type of overcrowding. Like I mentioned here, I have a couple of Venus flytraps. If I at least am able to remove the foliage, I at least give them a little bit more space. I'm waiting until dormancy to be able to repot this plant. And finally, it really helps promote growth. Once you take out a black leaf, the plant doesn't have to bear with the whole weight that it is bearing, so you actually release it from that extra effort, and it focuses just on the healthy traps that are bringing all that food from photosynthesis and from trapping all those bugs. So that is all about trimming. If you would like to learn more about the trimming process, or maybe you are uncertain if those black leaves that you are observing in your plant are due to natural causes, or maybe you are making any type of care mistake, you can check out my website at venusflytrapworld.com/trim. In there you can find an article that focuses all about trimming and how to prune your plant the proper way, like I just explained, with a few additional tips. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and like it. We hope to see you next time.